This is a video of a walkthrough for the Mico ePore product. This is version 2 prototype. Changes on the main menu have been, we have renamed, instead of setups to presets, these buttons, enlarged the font so they have better visibility. We have also added a couple of icons. We have added a confirmation message. So if you try to press the same setup, nothing happens. But when you try to change setups, there will be a message asking you for confirmation. If you cancel, then nothing happens. If you try to go and when you change, then now you're at a different preset. That's it to keep from someone accidentally changing the preset without knowing and do experiments with the wrong settings. The activate button will change to green. We also have a persistent tone which can be disabled, but at this time I have it enabled, and it's the same when you push the pedal, behaves the same way. The two icons we have a injection counter, and then we have the ability to turn on and off the sound. And you still get, when you disable the sound, all you're disabling are the tones when you actually do an injection. So you would only hear the click of the relay, but you're not going to hear sound. So if you go back to the activate button, there's no sound. Okay, we can still hear the clicks, the feedback, which don't think it's objectionable. We also have the injection counter can be reset, and whenever we push the button, the pedal, the counter increments. While you're pushing it, it changes color. We can enable the sound, and we give the same indication of sound, and every time you push the pedal, there's an increment. We can go back. Then we have the settings for the waveform. It's the waveform icon. And this menu, we can increment and decrement. We added a sound. Whenever you're incrementing or decrementing, you can select which parameter you're incrementing or decrementing. We eliminated the waveform that we had, and now we have the display, the frequency and the amplitude in a large font. And again, when you are done, the changes that have taken effect, they're displayed. Also, it tells you which preset you're working with. On that menu, you can see which preset is being worked with. We have a keypad. You can enter a volume, a parameter. The range for the voltage is 0 to 3 volts. So, for instance, 2.5 volts. Enter. When you hit enter, the value change takes place immediately, and the waveform now will produce a 2.5 volt signal. If you enter a value that is beyond the range, like 3.5, oh, that was 3.5. 3.5. Whoops, clear. Sorry, clear. 3.5. Then you get an error message, a beep, and it clears the display. When you're putting a number, you can backspace, or you can clear it and start all over. So if you're working with frequency, frequency goes between 50 and 3000 hertz. So when we're at the keypad, if we try to put, like 10, that's not allowed, but you can put 50 hertz. and that takes place immediately. You can clear it and put any other value you want. You can see that the value you have entered has been updated on the display, and it already has been updated on the main display. These changes are immediate, and also they're stored into non-volatile memory. So you can turn off the instrument, and when you turn it back on, the changes, which preset you're using, and the changes, all the parameters, they're already there. So the instrument comes back to the state that it was when it was turned off. And I think at this point, that's all the features we have on this interface.